It's Sunday and it's late October, and this is going to be the penultimate day of the Centenary Way. This is day 7, and we are now starting off from the Burton Dasset hills, which you see before you, and we're going to end up at a small village called Whatcote via Edge Hill. Today I am with my brother Colin, and that's his bum. Say hello, Colin. Hey up.
I've got new gaiters.
He's got new gaiters. Very proud of his new gaiters. You don't look silly. Wearing a hat like that, you're worrying about your gaiters.
That is superb.
It's only 8 miles today, but I do happen to know that it's going to be quite muddy in places, so that makes it hard going, hence the gaiters. But I'm confident that we should be back here before nightfall, although now the clocks have gone back, the days are a lot shorter. Let's see how we get on. Right then, first village of the day, Dasset I think it's called, and we've just crossed a number of fields, pretty uneventful stuff. Lovely countryside, of course. And there's a bit of road walking coming up now. We should get all the mud off our feet, which should be collected from the fields. Notice that the closer we get to the Cotswolds, the more they use the Cotswold stone. It's starting to look like Cotswold villages now. So this is us walking through the village of Dasset. It's quite a pretty place, and it's just started to rain. Never mind. I think we've got a couple of miles of road walking up ahead now, so that'll be nice and easy. Speak to you on the other side. You bloody hooligan! And now we're walking into the village of Whatcote in light rain, which I don't think is going to amount to very much. You look at the trees, you can see we're well into autumn now. So I've seen the seasons change from summer to what we have now, and probably winter by the time I finish. Whatcote's a funny place. No shops, no pub, no real road going through it. Just a lot of pretty cottages and wide areas of grassland in front of them. Well, look, I wouldn't say no. And now we've just reached the edge of a village called Ratley, which is much nicer than it sounds actually. I think the old part's down there, but we're not going that way. We're now heading up out of the village onto Edge Hill. There's a horsey behind me. This is us just leaving Ratley. There's the horse, which looks like a very pleasant place. I don't know what time it is or how far we've gone, but we're probably getting on for halfway through this already. God, my eyes look baggy. Too much wine last night and not enough sleep. The hat doesn't help. See you later. Oh look, there's Colin. We're going to go down. We're going to go down something called Jacob's Ladder, which is a big staircase drop into the woods. So I thought I'd film it, just because I'm a nerd really. And the fact it is quite slippy, so I might catch one of us spectacularly falling down them.
Not me.
Famous last words, mate. Of course going down was quite easy, but at some point we'll have to go back up again, the other side. What's he photographing?
I'm interested to see how it will photograph.
Fungi. Fungi in a big log. Is that one of the Brachiate family, Colin?
I don't know.
Brachius oxfordii.
Perhaps some of our friends on Twitter will know.
Oh, let's tweet it.
I will.
Or we could try eating it. Looks like a bird's been sick in a bowl.
Oh, no.
Alright. Colin's found some fungus.
What are you doing, you loon?
He's took a photograph of it and he's putting it on Twitter. Boy. He's tweeting it as well.
I know. It's a guess what it is type of tweet.
Can you tell what it is yet?
Oh, God, no, I've gone and done it wrong. Where are we at the moment?
Jacob's ladders. Ladder.
Jacob's
Ladder.
I might tweet that later.
I should hold on to the railings though because it is notoriously slippy. Okay.
Was on the news the other day. We walked through that, didn't we?
Yeah, what was it on the news for?
Because there's gold being discovered there.
Gold.
Gold, yeah, and you know, remember how it's sort of kind of an empty village as well?
Yeah.
This is saying it's a dying place, and we're hoping this, because they are going to seem to be mined there.
Looks like a tin drum gold rush.
Yeah, exactly. I recognise the shop we stopped at on the busy road.
What, the one that said it's the only shop for the next 100 miles or something? That's a nice treat for that.
Might be one.
Hello again. Well, we're walking along the ridge of Edge Hill now, and this is fairly typical of what we're walking through. It's light woodland, I guess. It's quite pleasant. Up until now, on the right hand side, there's been a fairly alarming drop. If you fell down, you'd go rolling for quite some time, but it seems to have gone now. He ends lamely. So I think at the end of this we get to a place called Sunrising Hill, and then we'll probably stop for some lunch. It's been a good walk actually. A good slippy walk so far. Yes, I was about to mention the mud. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of ploughed fields, a lot of very muddy paths, so you have to watch your step. Both of us have nearly gone base over apex a couple of times, but it's easy walking. A couple of hill climbs, but not exactly Offa's Dyke, and yeah, nice. I think out of the two end walks, this is probably the more picturesque. The next one I do, the last one, I think involves quite a lot of field walking, which at this time of the year means only one thing: mud. Coming out of the woods onto Sunrising Hill, and quite a view. I think we're going to stop for lunch here. Can't think of a better place to stop for lunch actually. It's quite terrific. Stop for lunch here now, on top of Sunrising Hill, because it's got a nice view and it's also got a ready-made seat. You can't really see it. Big dead tree that we're sitting on. And what do you think of the walk so far then, Cole?
I really enjoyed it. It's great.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth a walk today.
Weather's not been as bad as we thought either.
Yeah. Spat a little bit and that's about it.
Spaffled?
If you like.
Did you say spaffled?
A spaffle of rain. There's a spaffle clouds.
Okay. Well, let's hope the spaffling holds off then. Right, we're down off the ridge now. We've walked across a few fields and we're going through the village of Tyzo, which, like all the villages around here, is a very pleasant place indeed. Very Cotswoldy look about it now, because we're not that far from the Cotswolds. And we wind through this village, out the other side, and I believe a couple of more fields after that, and we're back to the car at Whatcote, where, if we're lucky, we might find the pubs open. Sorry about the wobbly camera. I should do better next time. Hiyo, we're just coming through the village of Tyzo. The village of Tyzo, and we might stop for a drink, we might not yet. There's only a few miles left to do. Nice walking today. Not sunny, but didn't rain. That's the main thing. And I've got my happy face on, so that can't be bad. Even if I am wearing a silly hat, I do not like this hat. I don't like it. It makes me look silly. Colin's got a better hat than me. Where's Colin, you say? There he is. Right, I'll see you later. Right, walking across yet another few acres of shitty field, of which there's been quite a few today. We're now probably a couple of fields away from the finish, which is pretty good going considering the terrain. I think we've done it in 4 hours. No, that's wrong, 5 hours. 5 hours for 8 miles with a half an hour stop. Yep, not too bad. Oh, shaking about all over the place. Stop a minute. Right, final stretch now. And then it's just one more day left to do, and then I've done the walk completely. But I think the next day is going to be equally as horrible and shitty as this one has been in terms of mud and what you're having to walk over. Look. And all that crap. There's quite a lot of that, and it wears you out. You know, you're not used to it. You're sliding around all over the place. But hey, it's nearly done. Time for a coffee at the car, I think. Yay! Oh dear, 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 oh dear, dear. Colin put his car keys in my car. So now we've walked all the way to Whatcote and we can't get back because he can't get into his car. This presents a little bit of a challenge because, as I know, getting taxis from here is not the easiest thing in the world. So, we could be here for some time in dear old Whatcote. Luckily, Colin managed to get a signal on his mobile and I've told Sue of the situation. But seriously, I mean, all good plans and all that. We're going to be late anyway. Hello. I'm coming to you from a pub outside of Whatcote, where we are stranded because we have no keys for Colin's car. For they are in my car, for he did leave them there. And now it is, I don't know, 2 o'clock, and we're stuck here. And could be for some time because taxis don't normally come out this way. It's going to be dark again by the time I get to the Burton Dassets. Oh well. I was going to say at least it's not raining, but it is.